There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Night Roost and to the Somnium Files. When we last left off, I believe we had come to a dead end in our investigation, so we need to go into the past and basically start this whole thing over from the beginning. God damn it! You and your A-set rhymes. Hold on, success, huh? Success. Couldn't even drop it without any faster. Like, my Twitch view count over there still says 0. Alright. If I'm doing an A-set rhyme, I need this caffeine. Camping out the stream start. How you feeling? A little tired, but, you know, that's kind of always. The undiscovered. Okay, let's see. Success with et words, huh? Well, I'll keep thinking about that one as we go. I think I just go here, right? Where's the case file? Oh, okay, I see. Success, huh?
What was that?
Nothing. I was merely trying to enter the scene like a cybernetic assassin from the future.
Well, if you're trying to do that, you'd have to do it naked. Is this Bloom Park? Lightning in a birdcage. Maybe this is representative of Mizuki's state of mind.
The fact that Shoko was killed here must weigh heavily on Mizuki's heart.
Mizuki should be inside that column.
To get the information we need, we will have to deal with the lightning and the cage and get to Mizuki.
Move fast, or time is going to run out.
Unnecessary. Look around.
Look around?
This is the new feature of Sync that Pewter mentioned.
You can stop time?
Only when standing still. Time is moving incredibly slowly. Currently, you and I are transmitting information at high speed. So it only appears as though time has stopped. Are you familiar with the concept of time dilation?
It has to do with relativity.
We know how this something works. I just wanted to get the refresh on exactly what the situation was in the Somnium. Mizuki is mute. By healing her mental wounds, you may be able to get important information.
To reach Mizuki, something must be done about the lightning that keeps striking the birdcage.
Lightning's supposed to strike at the highest point.
An ice pick piercing Shoko's photograph.
Iba, the speaker over there. It's shaking.
I see. It must be connected to the ice pick.
What do we do here?
Healing Mizuki should be your top priority.
I know.
No, I think I'm good without it. Alright, let's see here.
An ice picks.
Yeah, okay, so she
Shoko's
will do this step the same, I think.
Right.
Pull it
No
out,
one
make
would
the
want to see
thing
their
go
mother
up.
like. keeps going. What is this?
Something happened over there.
Alright, this is where we have to do
The
something.
pillar
different.
became a lightning rod.
It looks like we can get to the birdcage now.
Our next step must be to remove it.
Man, success isn't any easier than lasagna. Here's the
This
microphone.
appears to be the microphone for the speaker.
Well, I think that's what we did.
An enormous...
Oh, right, this is...
The control...
got the... Because it's what we used to open birdcage last time.
What is your plan once...
It is a control room.
I do
Fell
not think...
into
just-
the other somnium space, whatever you want to call it.
I didn't expect to see this inside.
I do not see an exit either.
But there's something suspicious here.
I see 2 bird cages.
Looks like there's something inside them. Take a look.
Well, last
A
time we did the
bird
right bird
cage.
cage.
There are ripped pieces of paper inside.
Take a sneaky peeky.
Let's see.
What is it?
It looks like a picture of something.
I've seen that picture
Picture?
before. Or rather, I've seen that picture
bird cage.
later.
There are ripped pieces of...
I wonder if I could just lift it.
All right, leave it to me. It is
like
heavier than it looks.
Okay. So that was the entire difference, huh?
Nothing happened.
All I did was move the cage.
So instead
Agent
of us...
Dante, you've got 5 minutes.
Wait, how do I leave? Wait, am I not done?
There are torn pieces of
I
paper.
might not be done. Roll up and toss. If I didn't need that later, I think I would.
Leave it to me. I enjoy puzzles like this. Done.
Alright. It's all new from here, I think.
You were able to get out?
That's certainly new. So the photo was the key. I remember it clearly. One day I came home to find that photo torn up in the trash can. When I asked Mizuki about it, she started to cry. I don't know why she tore up that photo, but whatever her reason, it seems like she regrets it. Since we repaired the photo in Somnium, the birdcage...
Mizuki must be having a hard time.
But the cage is gone. We can get to Mizuki now.
Do you not see the horses spinning at hurricane speeds?
You can do it if you try a little.
No, you can't.
All right, fine. We have to stop the spinning.
Alright, stop the spinning. Do you think I could do the same thing I did to it last time to make it work? The parasol?
The parasol.
Last time we did spin more and it went to space, right? Can I just say make it stop?
Like this.
didn't think it would be that easy.
Works for me.
Let's go. We have to save Mizuki.
Affirmative. It's Mizuki!
It is. It'd be nice if I could, like, give her the photograph, maybe. How about a Hugh?
Mizuki.
No slap this time? What are you talking about? That never happened. Different timeline. I went for the option that Hitomi went for. Well, that's probably not Ota. Which means you saw someone else at the scene? I don't know why anyone else would be in the Somnium. Alright. Success. I thought of one. But I'm still working on the other word. At least I have one though. Day 2, Saturday. It is today, my dudes.
Are you okay?
Date.
She can speak this time!
Date!
Looks like she can talk again.
Interesting. I was right. I did fuck up getting her to talk immediately again. After she'd calmed down, I asked her a few questions. I asked her about last night, about the Nile messages, and about Ota, which she can answer this time. About Shoko. I know that after Ota ran off, something must have happened to Mizuki. Something must have happened to make Mizuki want to hide. How you doing?
I told you I'm fine.
I mean, you were mute 5 minutes ago, but sure.
So annoying.
What do you mean so annoying?
Annoyed you already, huh?
I must have asked you like a maximum twice.
The pressure is annoying.
What pressure?
Force over area measured in pascals, dummy.
Did you just nerd at me?
I see she is back to her usual self. Her attitude is within normal parameters.
That's
I think
normal
I liked her better
parameters.
when she was silent.
Get wrecked. You want food?
I'm
I don't
fine
know.
now. But I didn't forget your promise.
My promise. Oh, I made a promise. Did I make a promise? What did I say? What was my promise?
I promise?
Uh-oh, he doesn't remember either.
Stu, you said you'd take me.
Did I?
So you heard that, huh?
Aphonia only affects speech. Her hearing should still be intact.
Sure, Mizuki. When we're all done here.
Who sent you the Nile message? I mean, I already know it was, his name isn't Ryuji. What was his name? Renjo or something? Renju?
I can't tell you.
It was
Why
Renju,
not?
right? That's his name?
Because I don't want to.
That's not a reason. You were at the scene of the crime because of that Nile message.
before I heard my phone do something.
Whoever sent it to you is a prime suspect.
I don't think she is going to answer. When she is in a mood, it's impossible to get her to talk. That's the kind of girl she is.
Sometimes I think you know her better than I do.
How long do you think I've been observing her?
We cured her aphonia just for her to be the type of person that doesn't talk. How ironic.
It's been 4 years now.
Correct. I know things that even you do not know.
Like? Actually, never mind. Some things I'm better off not knowing.
By the way, we already looked into Mizuki's cell phone.
Hey, Unga, how's it going?
Unfortunately, the contents were wiped.
I'm tracing the sender of the Nile message through other means, but it's taking me some time.
Sure it is, Pewter. You traitorous
Say, Mizuki,
bastard.
who was that figure I saw?
You're good? How about me? Super tired. I got 1 out of 2 words for success ASATs. So I'll be better once I think of that word.
What?
Yeah, the figure you saw.
Insomnia in your dream. I saw a silhouette.
And the other time we saw a phone and Iris, which both became important points. So I guess this path is about that figure we saw in the Somnium?
Date, Mizuki would not understand the question. She does not experience somnium as you do. You are witnessing a dream inside her brain.
No, I didn't stream on Thursday. I was feeling just kind of really badly. And with the tournament game for Rocket League the day afterwards, I just kind of...
Never mind. Did you see
I don't
anyone
know.
at the
I didn't
merry-go-round the
wanna
night you
push
found
myself
Shoko?
through a stream, just end up feeling completely shitty afterwards, you know? Did you see anyone at the merry-go-round the night you found Shoko?
I did. I saw
you did?
someone
Was it Oda?
in the corner past the merry-go-round.
Who did you see?
I don't know. It was dark and raining.
89?
They looked scary, so I hid inside the merry-go-round.
Okay, so they are why you hid. Your computer wasn't accessible at the time, so I couldn't check the Discord, so I was just
The
checking.
door was open
yeah,
a little bit, so I snuck in.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. Mizuki is lying in the chair. I'd call that, sitting, but she seems to be doing okay. But she's got that gloomy look in her eyes. Sympathize with her. Last night, she saw her mother. Well, she saw what no kid should ever have to see. It'll take a while for her to get back to normal. Oh, you lost your headphones? That's always the worst. Headphones are like one of those things that it just sucks to not have. Like, they improve quality of life by option so much.
In a normal dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it. Dreams are first-person experiences.
I remember disagreeing with you about that last
However,
time.
The circumstances are slightly different during a sync. The syncer dives into the subject's mind and experiences their subconscious thoughts. But this dream is experienced as an observer, as though you were watching a play.
You also don't have speakers for your computer, so it literally just... Oh, you like... Oh, so headphones are like the only way you get audio. The only way you get audio? Wait, how the fuck can you hear me? Oh, because you're on Unga Bunga Boy phone. Duh. But like, barring that slip of the mind, yeah, that does kind of suck if you can't listen to anything on your computer without headphones. Like, my monitor has speakers built in, so it's only an inconvenience for me, but that's a lot worse. I would definitely agree, yeah.
The subject is the author, director, and actor. The syncer is merely the audience. Iba is linked to your brain with an artificial nerve. To put it more simply, Iba is a part of your brain. During syncing, your consciousness is sent into the subject's somnium. Part of Iba's self is also synced, but only a part. Not all of Iba's functions are transferred into somnium.
So that's why Somnium Iba is so dumb.
Don't call me dumb.
Sure, why not do that?
Hey, Pewter, when we were in Somnium earlier, Iba was in human
Shut
form.
idiot, you wrong. Now, I'm not even sure if you're talking about Date, Pewter, or Iba, because it could kind of work for all of them.
She's never looked like that before.
That was Iba's idea.
What?
I thought you would be more pleased. I designed it to your taste.
What part of that was my taste?
I know everything inside your mind. You don't have to hide it.
Pewter, Iba's broken. She's talking crazy.
I am not broken.
Perhaps Iba admires the human form.
It's not that. It was just a little something. I consider Kaname Date to be my host. I owe him gratitude. I simply thought that appearance would make him happy.
Why would that make me happy?
Yeah, it sounds like Iba got that all wrong. About the first person thing? Oh yeah. I seem to have a lot of stream lag. I'm gonna load it. Sounds good. It certainly makes you happy.
Oh, that. I saw it too.
Who or what do you think it was?
Most likely someone Mizuki saw in person projected into her subconscious. Dreams can only be constructed from images and experiences the subject was present for. Mizuki's somnium couldn't have contained that figure if she didn't see it in person. Of course, not everything we see in our dreams looks exactly the same as it did in the real world. You saw some strange things in Somnium earlier, didn't you, Date?
You're back. Welcome back.
That event you experienced is obviously not as it happened in reality. Dreams are a collage of many memories, intertwining and blending with each other.
Wait, what happened in the dream didn't happen in real life? Do you mean I didn't just miss a gigantic bird cage when I was at the scene?
Your skills
Wow,
as a
Peter,
sinker
thanks.
allow you to untangle those dreams and solve mysteries no one else can.
Who do you think the suspect is?
Who do you think the culprit is?
Mr. Working with someone.
Well, let's see. Perhaps it was you, Special Agent Date.
What?
I'm kidding.
Alright, is there anyone else to talk to? To be fair, Date would be the kind of guy who would miss something like that. Yeah, that's kind of true. That's why they gave him the eyes, because there has to be something in his body that's able to notice.
Yeah, I'm glad she's talking again.
It's so funny how Pewter looks like a Pokemon character. He
You healed the
absolutely
wounds
is
in
a
her
gym
heart
leader.
by syncing with her.
100%.
Well, you meaning you and Iba.
The boss has extraordinary perception.
Fuck you do. I just told I told you everything to do.
I deserve much of the credit for helping Mizuki recover her voice.
Man, if I'm playing baseball and I hit a perfect strike, I'm not gonna go, man, me and my arms really did that really well.
All you did was follow my instructions.
Date, Mizuki needs you. Protect her.
Do you have any questions, boss?
Right, there was something. Hey, Mizuki. When we found you, you were holding the ice pick, right? Can you tell us why?
When I got there, the ice pick was stuck in my mom's eye.
And all you could think about was you just had to get it out, right?
I couldn't think straight. The only thing I could think was
Yeah,
I
okay,
had to
cool.
get it out.
I remember that
So,
bit.
you panicked and pulled it out.
Yeah.
And you held on to it when you hid in the column.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Do you have any more questions?
Okay, just one more question. This is very important. When you pulled out the ice pick, was Shoko's eye still there?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
The eye socket was empty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mizuki. That was very helpful.
Indeed.
Boss shines in moments like this. She doesn't hesitate to ask anything.
Now we know that Mizuki did not remove the victim's eye,
When we got to the scene, it was definitely missing.
and it has not yet been recovered. We can therefore conclude it has been removed from the scene.
What are your thoughts on the
How would I know? We still don't have enough information.
Well, you could have thoughts.
Continue your investigation, Special Agent.
Okay, then. About what I saw in the song.
No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room. What the sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember? We've got it all recorded.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
She was synced in the prototype? No, this is the regular one. The prototype was at... I forget where the prototype was, but we put Iris in the prototype, and then we weren't able to save her in the timeline that we were in. So this is a separate parallel timeline that is... No, I mean, dead lady, because it took her eye. Oh, yeah, Shoko? Yeah, that's my going theory as well, that she was also placed in the prototype. Because when Iris was dying due to her brain tumor in the prototype, it looked like her eye was missing as well, but we never got word if it was just bleeding or if the eye socket was empty. But either way, I think it's a good bet Shoko was in the prototype. I think that's a really good bet.
Anyway, we know about the figure you saw. I wonder who that could be.
Alright, give me that
Anyway,
summary.
I get the story. Mizuki witnessed a suspicious person at the scene, but she didn't get a good look at them.
Maybe there's something at the scene we missed. Date, could you return to the scene of the crime? There might be more to Bloom Park than we first thought.
Alright, back to Bloom Park yet again. I still only have one word for... Well, I technically have two words for success, but I'm not a big fan of the second one, so I'm still thinking. When I returned to the scene, I brought Mizuki with me. I saw a suspicious figure in the Somnium, but I couldn't be sure of its exact location. I brought Mizuki along to help pin it down.
Somewhere around here, right?
That looks like
Yep.
the spot. Don't see that big-ass bird cage anywhere. Strange. In the past, there would have been a nice paved path here. It's covered in bushes and weeds now, but I can still make out the trail heading back. The figure went this way. Okay, I'm not gonna go that way. Man, I'm so tired, but what led to it was totally worth it. You did something worth getting tired for? Nah, that sounds like an interesting day. Are you cold?
What do you care?
Okay.
You never cared about me, ever. And I liked it that way. I don't want you getting close to me.
Yeah,
Think
okay.
I like you now because I hugged you after the sink?
You remember that?
Did you think, aw, how sweet, she likes me?
I mean, technically you hugged Iva.
Don't get it twisted.
Sleepover with the boys? Fuck yeah, dude.
I only hugged you because you were standing right in front of me. Could have been anything. Could have been a pole or a cactus. In fact, I wish it were a cactus. So stop worrying about me, okay?
So she says.
Well, that's funny. Yeah, it's not like I hugged you because you were Dante or anything. If there was a pillar of broken glass in front of me, I would have run face first into that too.
Yeah, I do.
Like, literally all I said is, hey, are you cold? And she's like, don't you dare fucking care about me, bitch! It's just like, yo, I was just like, did you want my jacket?
What do you remember?
I went to this amusement park when I was little. I was 4. I remember it so clearly. This is where I saw my mom and dad smile.
Oh, posture check? Yep, for sure.
I had so many happy memories here. The only happy memories I really have are from here.
And a rehydration check. Might have to refill at some point here. Delicious, delicious Mizu. Unga back at it again with the full care package.
Memories of
it's
my
very
family
true.
are so
Streamer health
bright
is
and
much better,
colorful.
thanks to Unga.
But now, this is where Mom...
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Just thinking
Just
about your
wondering where
dead
this
mom?
goes.
No? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering
Iva,
where this goes
what's
to.
past here?
This leads to the subway.
The subway?
It has, of course, closed down. It is no longer in service. This is due to the explosion at the chemical plant that occurred years ago. The surrounding district of Kawasaki was contaminated and declared off limits.
I wonder if you could still use the tunnels to escape, though. Shall fix your posture and now work on your thirst problems.
Bloom Park closed
Nah, my
for the
thirst
same
is
reason.
endless.
As did all commerce and industry in Kawasaki. This means the railroads and public transportation to and from this area were shut down as well.
The subway. Iba, does the entire track run underground?
No. The track leading northward from Bloom Park eventually rises to ground level.
I'm
At a
assuming that
railroad
way is
crossing?
north?
Correct.
Yasuhiro's mom exists.
And
Yeah,
the track must cross a
exactly.
surface street at some point.
Correct.
Then take up the rehydration check time limit. Nah, man, then I'll have to pee every stream.
Iba, do me a favor. Can you see if any cars were driving on that surface street last night?
Searching.
Hey, you've been quiet for a long time. Are you okay?
Just talking to my eye.
I'm just thinking.
I mean, yeah.
I've got something.
We don't pee on this channel.
I picked up a single vehicle traversing that street last night. A black SUV. I ran the plate through the vehicle registration database to find the owner.
Like, the funny thing is I have the time limit on the rehydration check so I don't, like, have to keep refilling my bottle, like, multiple times a stream, or, like, during the stream. But then I never remember to fill it before the stream, so I probably will have to do that anyway. Real men don't pee, we hold it till we die.
Who was it?
Shoko Nadami's ex-husband and Mizuki's father, Renju Okiura.
Wait, what was the context for that? The vehicle passing through. The one that was in the one that's going to be in an accident already is in an accident? Has that happened yet in this timeline? Unga, the type of guy to fill your wallet as
So let me
well
get
as
this
your
straight.
bladder? Hell yeah. And also get all of my vertebrae in order.
You think that Daddy drove his car on the tracks through the tunnel, stopped at the closed down station, and carried Mom's body to the park?
That would be consistent with the facts that we've learned so far. Shut up and take my money? I think I can only do one of those things.
I can't prove it was Renju. There's a chance someone else was driving the car.
Imagine if I just became like a silent streamer. I just like sit here and not say anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, in any case, I know that the suspect must have used the subway tracks. That explains why there were no cars parked near the scene. Using that subway station, you could take the body right to the merry-go-round without being caught on camera.
Make some weird A-set challenges. That would make the A-set challenges a lot more difficult to do. Speaking of money, I should hop on my computer and refresh my Prime sub soon. Hell yeah, dude.
Daddy didn't do it.
It's already coming to that time, huh?
I am not so certain.
Either way, I have to talk to Renju.
I don't think Renju did it, but he's definitely part of why it was done.
And you can help me find him.
Hey Mizuki, do you know any words that rhyme with "et" that have to do with the word success? I thought that was a suspicious
Hey
figure.
Mizuki, tell me again. That person you saw at the merry-go-round.
No, it wasn't Daddy. I know it wasn't.
Yeah, I was pretty confident about that.
You're sure?
If she was sure, I'm pretty sure it would have been Renju
Well,
in the Somnium.
I don't know.
So it could have been.
I think about a week ago, when I went to hang out at Lemon Escape.
Did you notice anything different about him?
Nothing really. He was the same as usual.
And he didn't come to see you in the hospital, did he?
No.
Not even for his own daughter.
That is very unusual.
I don't remember. It was a while ago. What about you?
What about me?
You tried calling him.
I did. I called earlier, and I tried a few times last night.
And he didn't pick up?
No.
Alright, that's the end of that conversation, I suppose. About the Nile
Mizuki.
message you received.
Renju sent you that Nile message, didn't he?
What?
I got this buddy of mine. Real bad personality, but real good with technology. I got some help from them.
That could be Pewter or Iva.
Bad personality.
There was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does this sound familiar? Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away. Daddy needs your help. Please do as I say.
Yeah, that was
Or
it.
Oda with a social media adventure.
It was from Daddy's phone. But I didn't want to say anything because that would make Daddy a suspect, so...
So you kept quiet.
Yeah. My dad's never said anything like that to me, ever. That he was counting on me? I had to go.
But you invited Ota along.
Bloom Park is in the middle of the Kawasaki district. There are a number of homeless individuals and a high crime rate there. Mizuki must have been worried about
How is
going
there a
alone.
high crime rate there if, like, no one ever goes there because it's shut down?
But
Should
it couldn't be him.
Shouldn't there, like, not be enough people for the crime rate to be high?
Why not?
Daddy couldn't have sent the message.
Couldn't?
Someone else must have used his phone. And his car. Daddy wasn't driving the car either. Somebody else did it.
I mean, that would make some
The killer
sense.
did it, not Daddy.
The only evidence we have so far leads to one conclusion.
If there's only 2 people that go there and one of them gets robbed...
The cell phone and the car were both operated by Renju Okiura.
Robbed? Makes it a 50% chance? I mean, the math doesn't lie. I guess that would make it somewhat high, yeah.
That's
Half
it.
of the population of the
Incoming call
area
from the boss.
would have had crime. And you know what? 100% of the occupants would have been part of the crime. Dad, thanks for the Prime resub, dude. That's a 5-month sub on a 3-month streak. Hell yeah. Now imagine how high that would be in Toast City. 102% he'd find a way.
Connected.
Hey, I just got the report from Iva. Renju is a suspect?
He's definitely suspicious.
I agree. I think he's our #1 suspect. He's been acting strange since last night. He didn't come see Mizuki in the hospital, won't pick up his phone, and he vanishes after questioning.
Vanishes after questioning? We questioned him? We got to question him?
He doesn't have an alibi for the time of the murder either.
He doesn't?
I don't remember ever getting to question him.
No, not one we can corroborate.
Did Abyss question him and I wasn't there? Yeah, why did you release him?
So Renju was questioned at a local
absolutely.
station?
Reloaded to watch an ad? You gotta do it with your phone, because your main one doesn't get those anymore, I think, right? That's how it works?
That's right.
Then why didn't you keep him there?
Protocol. Nothing we could do. He wasn't a suspect then, and we had nothing to charge him with.
Hey, welcome back.
Hold him.
I hope you watched the ad before you subbed. Well, he watched the ad on phone by the look of it, but he subbed on Boy.
Shoko's time of death was estimated to be about 5 p.m. yesterday. Renju claims that he was at home alone at the time.
It's not much of an
But
alibi.
that means no one can back up his story.
Like, that's the very reason why, like, I never have an alibi if, like, someone got murdered, because I'm constantly on my own. Yeah, but you could have watched 2 ads then. Oh, that is true. That is true. But I mean, like, the sub itself was like a couple bucks, so I mean, I'm not gonna cut pennies over that. Of course, I watched an ad on my main account. Who do you think I am? Biggest supporter of the channel. Hell yeah. I'm good boy underscore ad. If you ever need a new alt, that's the one. Let's ask about the questioning
Give us
first.
any new information. He didn't have much to say at all, really.
Okay, cool. Glad we did that.
No, I told you he vanished. Where are you headed?
Renju's house.
Don't bother. I had local cops search the place. They didn't find anything.
Yeah, but did they have what I have?
Where could he be?
That's the revenue farming account. Oh yeah. I can see boss through my left eye. To Mizuki, I look like I'm talking to a Bluetooth. She doesn't see what I see. Imagine if it like also projected. Glad you appreciated that pun.
All
right, bye, boss.
Let me know if you find something.
You too. Keep me in the loop.
Where the hell did Renju go?
Sun poke?
What the fuck is a sun poke?
What?
Sun poke. Or something.
Sergey, what the fuck are you talking about?
Sunfish Pocket.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Renju was telling me about that place. It's a maid cafe that he runs.
Actually.
Approximately 6.2 miles north-northeast.
Are we gonna be there at the right
Akihabara.
time? Because I know that he was there twice, right? She smicked us. Yeah, I was like, what is she talking about? Like a sunrise? I was like, but it's at night. Why would there be the sun?
Can't be.
That's... Excuse me, there's a maid cafe and I didn't know. It's a mermaid maid cafe. But that doesn't seem to be the biggest concern I have right now.
Renju!
His eye is also gone. Didn't he... Is this because of the photograph I put back together in the somnium? All because the meat was raw. Now, because when we were here last time, like days after this point in the other timeline, we came to Sunfish Pocket and we were told that Renju came by after we had left. So how the fuck is he dead now? Also, there goes literally our top suspect immediately.
You look awful. Have you been sleeping any?
My best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have it in me to sleep right now.
You seem troubled, Peter.
Two
Kill him.
murders, one right after the other. How could I not be?
Any thoughts on the culprit?
Renju had his left eyeball removed.
Right. Shoko too.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer.
No, it couldn't be. Mizuki's my alibi.
You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
That's the dumbest shit.
I'm kidding. Only a joke.
No, that's wrong.
I'm too tired for your jokes right now,
Peter's
Peter.
over there being like, "You're the only one."
Actually, you lost your eye 6 years ago, correct?
I did, yeah.
Yes, but I don't remember anything from back then. I lost my eye and my memories.
I was transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
Couldn't they just like
Am
plug
I
me
not
into the
allowed to
somnium
be
and like
here?
look at my memories or some shit? Isn't that how it works?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you were here before me. I still want to know why you're here, right? Like, that doesn't change anything. About Renju.
You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered.
He was? When did that happen?
No way this was a suicide. And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
It's
serial killer.
Certainly possible. You're the only one who can go into the somnium because of Iba's help, I think. No, they said they had. Didn't they say they had more sinkers at Abyss? I don't think they said I was the only sinker at Abyss. Because people who can do that are called sinkers. And if I was the only one that could do that, then it wouldn't make sense that they would have a prototype sync machine somewhere else, because then I would still be the only one who's able to use it. So I don't think that's true. Besides, I think that just means they don't have an avatar in Somnium. But like the way the machine works is it puts like nanowires like into your eye and then like connects back to your brain. So I think anyone can use it. I think. There are like 3 if I remember correctly. I don't think there were 3. I think there was only the one at Abyss, and then the existence of there being a prototype was like a big thing. I wouldn't say anyone, but I think you're right. Well, yeah, like there's... Yeah, not anyone, but... Oh, no, 3 sinkers. That could possibly be, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure there was more than one sinker, at the very least.
The new Cyclops killer.
What?
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New.
New?
Yes, several years ago.
Pewter.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually. It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak. The killings from 6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
6 years ago. Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
It would kind of make sense if I was an about-to-be victim.
We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings.
Why would they be called the original Cyclops serial killings if until like a couple days ago there wasn't any other Cyclops killings? It should just be the Cyclops serial killings.
To distinguish it from this new one.
Oh, I guess if they made a new
It
name
was 6
for
years
it.
ago in October.
The person at the bottom right looks familiar, but I don't think it's I don't think I know them from this game. They just look like, I want to say someone from JoJo. Just in case also could be it. Oh yeah. Girl 1. Oh yeah, girl.
4
Well, it's hard to
bodies
tell
were
from that
found in the
render.
mountains of Akikawa Valley.
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages.
Saying is the name? Just generic girl number 3. What are you guys talking about?
They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
But they did have 2 things in common.
You're confused. Good, ain't just me.
They were all young women, and
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball, pulled out posthumously.
They're missing their right eyeball? If I'm not mistaken, hasn't it been only left eyeballs so far?
a few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press.
Hold on. Am I wrong about that? Has it... Were the old ones right eyeballs and all the new ones left eyeballs? Am I remembering that right? You think so too? Yeah. Which is... weird, because I thought that was a quirk of the... the prototype sync machine, was that like the nanowires in the left eye weren't like made too well, so it like you know, like goes in and like when the wires come out, like the eye does too. That was my going theory, but I don't think the sync machine even existed back then, so maybe not? I don't know. Look at Date when he speaks? You mean Peter? What am I supposed to do? Just... hey, look, I can see myself.
I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
Never mind, I confused something right now. What did you confuse? I killed them, and they are now my dear... wait, what's going on? Ah, a statement to the press. Okay.
He signed the statement under the name Cyclops. Hence the name, the Cyclops Killer.
The Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants. According to Greek myth, they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth. Cyclops were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
Uranus got him. You've been killed by a child of Uranus. Did we ever get him?
No, in 6 years we never got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
Impossible?
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women.
I mean, a serial killer can come back with a slightly adjusted MO. That doesn't mean it's not them. That just means that they're progressing in their MO. Because, like, just because you killed a dude doesn't mean that it's not the same guy that's doing the killings. That either means A, something went wrong to make him abandon his MO, or B, MO, modus operandi, like the way, the like signature of a serial killer, the way they kill people. So like, the left eye being removed and them being tied up are both the MO of like this killing spree, I suppose. And then the MO for the old one is young women, right eye removed. I just watch a lot of cop shows, so I guess that's more based to me than it is for other people.
Renju doesn't fit that profile.
I mean, it still kind of fits. Well, yeah, he. Oh no, they're saying him being killed doesn't fit the profile. But I argue that it does, because it's still in the ballpark of the MMO.
Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed. But Shoko and Renju,
We're missing their left eye.
The timing of the eye removal is also inconsistent.
The timing?
The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed.
After, huh?
But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. You can usually track the progression of a serial killer by how consistent they stay to their MO. Usually once they've been killing for a while, it's like the killing loses like its appeal, so they end up doing things slightly differently. It can also be a good indication that they felt pressure at the moment. Maybe the killer was in Sunfish Pocket doing something weird and Renju walked in on him, so they had to murder him out of self-preservation rather than just the way that he prefers to do it.
Or do you have another reason?
I'm sorry, Date. I can't say anymore.
Bullshit, you can't.
Yeah, bullshit!
It's a national secret.
Oh.
How can it be a national secret?
Date, please, forget about it. I told you already, you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one. The criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
I don't know why you aren't going to tell me why I'm involved with the case 6 years ago.
Iva, bring up
But I'm
all
definitely
investigation records of the
involved.
original Cyclops serial killings.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet. Only amateur theories, all lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
Where's Mizuki?
She's sleeping at the hospital. They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
I see.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay.
Do we have any other information?
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, you're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
I'm fine. Let's go, Iva.
Understood.
Oh, I still need to think of a second word for success, don't I? Oh. Maybe you should take a moment and think about that one. Because I got one that I like. It's a loose rhyme, but I think it's close enough. They should protect Mizuki a lot, seeing as all the victims so far are her family. That is a really good point, actually. If they were going after the I was gonna say the Nadami family, but it's also the Okiuras. Then yeah, that's also true. Mizuki can take care of herself, but probably having like a police escort around nearby just in case probably wouldn't be such a bad idea either. You know what? For the sake of for the sake of throwing out a possible A set here, I'm gonna base this off of the Rocket League tournament that I did yesterday, because we had success. We were triumphant in bracket A sets. Is that good enough? Probably a little helpful. Wait, were we going back to the Sunfish Pocket? Because it's a crime scene, I guess. We didn't investigate last time we were here, because we had a child.
Date, the vehicle is accelerating 2% slower than usual.
Are you saying I'm accelerating 2% slower than usual, or something's wrong with the car? Why is Mizuki in the backseat?
Did you put anything in the trunk?
Why is Mizuki... Isn't she supposed to be in the hospital getting counseling? Why am I bringing her back to the crime scene that we found her dad at? What?
No,
What is- What is happening?
What about the back seat?
Oh, did she
Back seat?
sneak in or something?
Mizuki!
Hey, watch out!
I like how that's just a texture, not actually a reflection.
Eyes forward, stupid.
Mizuki climbed up to the front and sat in the passenger seat. Why the fuck are you here?
I ditched the hospital.
We're going to eat, we'll be back later. Good luck. Sounds good. See you in a bit.
They're probably freaking out over there right now.
Yeah, but I was at Abyss. How did you get from the hospital to Abyss to inside of my car?
Taking you back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you. I can help.
Can you?
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
I'm Renju's daughter.
And
Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
I don't know.
My
Neither do I.
daddy was killed. I can't just stay at the hospital.
I mean, you could. It's an option.
Fine. But don't say I never did anything for you.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it.
How did you even get in here?
It wasn't locked. I just opened the door.
Fuck, that would make sense.
Been here for like 10 minutes. Why don't your doors have auto locks? I know you like old cars, but you gotta lock the doors.
You should be a little more apologetic for someone who just got caught breaking into my car.
Mizuki does raise a valid point.
About the
If you are
locks?
not more serious about security, you should consider replacing the car altogether.
You too?
So...
You were talking to yourself again. I heard you. It's creepy. You should cut that out.
I'm not talking to myself. I was talking to Aiba out loud before I noticed Mizuki in the car. That must be what she's referring to.
Mizuki is still unaware I exist?
Yeah, I know there's no reason to hide it, since she already knows about Abyss. But it's just hard to explain.
Is it?
I won't say anything yet.
Is it really that hard to explain? 6 years ago, I was involved in an accident where I lost my left eye, and now I have a cybernetic replacement that helps me in investigations. It's an AI. She's called Aiba. Done.
Understood. But I am ready to be introduced at any time.
Like, it's not a huge revelation.
Just let me know when the time is right.
It's not a proposal. No need to be so formal. Shit, I said that out loud.
Date, I think you should go to the hospital.
Oh, you think I should go to the hospital? You're right. Let's go to the hospital.
No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day. I've grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
Have you? Have you really?
Thing for a preteen to say.
Are you not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess?
I'm aware of her physical prowess.
She is far more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Don't know who that is, but
Sounds
sure.
pretentious to me.
Let's go
about
to the
Renju?
hospital. Yeah, I'll be like, hey, we just need to go check out this room at the hospital, and it's her room, and I leave her there.
Do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
What is this secret?
Did you know that Mom was the representative of an investment company?
An investment company. Didn't we hear something about that earlier?
Yeah, I did.
That whole company was a big scam.
A
Yep,
scam?
I remember that. Which company was it that had the investment scam? Was it... That was Sosaijima's company?
Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Damn.
Shoko did this?
Yep.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this.
Damn, she's
They
good.
must have been extraordinarily careful.
Hey, you
I can
doing?
still talk this time. Maybe I'm just getting
Yeah, this
used to it.
time.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
Nice weather we're having.
If you have nothing to talk about, you don't have to say anything.
Fair
Ouch.
enough.
You're an adult, shouldn't you know that already? If you start talking about the weather, it means you have nothing to say.
Yeah, that's very true.
Brat.
I mean, she's right.
I'm not okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
How is that pushy? What do you mean pushy? I was like, hey, if you're not feeling well, I could take you back to the hospital. And she's like, stop pressuring me! Jeez, you're always so pushy, Date. I could have been like, well, if you're not feeling well, then we're going back to the hospital right now. That would be pushy.
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it. Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
Date.
What about Daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This is why you're single and always will be.
Ouch!
That's where
Damn!
you're wrong, kiddo. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Damn, Mizuki!
What are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad? Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
That's it, we're going back to the hospital right
I
now.
am not an old creepy pervert. And even if you were my age, you're not my type.
Ew, I don't want to know about your type.
Hey, you started it.
Stupid old man.
Punk-ass kid.
Punk-ass kid. God, Mizuki was laying that roast down hard. Mizuki and I walked back into Sunfish Pockets.
Detective Date. Good to see you, sir. And this is...
Have you looked through the case file yet?
Oh, I am so sorry. She's the victim's...
Yes. Please let us through.
X? Well, I guess that one's B. It's interesting that they use both letters and numbers. I feel like that'd get confusing. And also, why do they have an X here? Like, did they run out of all the other letters in, like, the nothing else that has evidence anywhere? Renji's corpse is being hung up by 3 wires. The wires were tied to 3 kegs.
Each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, and approximately 55 pounds each.
Okay. 3 beer kegs on the floor. Each can hold about 20 liters and weigh 55 pounds when filled with water, or beer. Notice anything strange?
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything.
Notice anything strange?
Did you hear me? I said I'll tell you if I see anything.
Sorry, what was that? Did you notice anything strange?
Jeez, you're pushy.
Okay, maybe
Pushy
she's
men are
right.
seen as desperate. This is why no one likes you.
Damn, I'm trying to solve your dad's murder!
Besides, never mind. Just do your investigation or whatever.
What was she gonna say?
Now is not the time to worry about such things.
Now is exactly the time to worry about such things. Do you remember what you saw last night?
How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head. Not until the day I die.
You can leave if you need
I
to.
thought I already told you. Sitting around rotting away in that hospital would be worse.
Still,
I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her dad like that and then want to go back to the scene, you think it's totally weird, right?
In fairness, it is also weird for an adult policeman to acquiesce such a request from a child.
Iba's got a point.
But this is what I wanted. I didn't want to run away from it. I wanted to confront it. I didn't want to be weak.
Well, there are other ways to be strong.
hey, are you doing okay?
Oh, sorry. Just staring.
If you're having a hard time, you can tell me.
I'm fine. It's not like the body is lying here.
Are you really okay?
Yeah, I am. Don't you have an investigation to do? Or are you stalling?
Mizuki acts tough, but deep inside, I'm sure this is getting to her. Yo, Inspector, what's your name, dude?
What?
I was asking for your name.
My name is Kagami.
Is it that Kagami? What was your name again?
It's Kagami!
Right, okay, well, I won't forget this time. Do we have any leads?
No, we didn't find anything today.
Alright, what was your name? Mikaga or something?
Kagami?
Kagami! Sorry, I won't forget this time.
No, not these past few days.
I thought so. Once this is over, get some rest, alright?
You too, Detective Date.
You too, Inspector... Kigaru?
I told you, it's Kagami!
Kagami!
I told you my name like 5 times!
Sorry, I won't forget this time, I swear. Kugiro? I of course remembered his name. Yeah, it was, Kanjiro. His name is engraved in my mind. His name is... Oh, fuck, what was his name? Oh, fuck, it was,
Hey, you.
Oh,
What's your name?
It's on the tip of my tongue. What's your name again?
Seriously? It's Kagami.
Nah, that can't be it.
Stop bugging him, it's rude.
Excuse you? My best friend, Kagami and I are having a conversation.
My best friend, Kagami.
Yeah, don't spoil our fun.
What?
I'm surprised he bid on that, actually. Achievement unlocked! What's your name? Another inspector. I hope he finds some clues, whatever his name is. Kagami is my favorite character.
Nothing special.
This club is located on the second floor of the building. We used the elevator to get here.
Iba, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management, according to the record from yesterday. From 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once.
Whoops, you didn't mean to face roll your keyboard.
At 8:55 p.m.
$8.55.
The weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
310 pounds? So that's like exactly 2 people, right? So the elevator only stopped on the second floor once last night, 8:55 p.m., and with about 310 pounds inside. So that was either 2 people or these beer kegs were already full and inside. But I kind of doubt that's the case. Uh-oh, hiccups. Oh no. Not now. Oh god. Oh god, no.
Iba, did you get anything from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no.
Or one heavy person in the kegs? Yeah, that could be very
All
true
of the
too.
recordings from local surveillance equipment have been
Although,
erased.
considering I'm pretty sure Renju had to be at least one of them, and he doesn't look like he's over like 160 pounds, or like, you know, by like a decent margin. I would think that Renju was one of them, and perhaps the killer was the other.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
Sorry, nothing? That's interesting. The elevator records are automatically sent to management, but the security surveillance has no cloud backup? Each keg was supposed to be 55 pounds. Yeah, and the elevator had 310 pounds? in it? Yeah. So that'd make him roughly 160 pounds with, just kind of, you know. But whenever I round numbers, I don't care to get any, closer than just close. I could spend, like, the extra, like, couple seconds getting the actual number, but who the fuck has the time to do math on my off day?
Dragon's Palace Pasta, 1800 yen.
That's a decent amount.
1800?
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average?
Because that's like 18 bucks, right? That's a pretty expensive pasta dish. Like, nothing outrageous, but, like, still. Do I need to be looking at anything? Probably not a clue, I would say so. What about the pictures?
What are you staring at, creeper?
I agree.
Wait, I'm a creeper for looking at the photos that they have plastered on the wall? Sure, because I'm not any more of a creeper for, like, coming here and meeting them. Like, what about Ota? You want to... The guy that you hang out with, is he a creeper? What do I still need to be looking at? He was killed over the crazy pasta prices. This'll teach you to have an $18 pasta dish.
The capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters. It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Let me check inside.
His watch?
What?
There's something inside.
Why is Renju's watch in the oil barrel?
This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it. This is the wristwatch Renju always wore. No doubt about it. But how did this get here?
And also, why is it there in the first place? Because, like, Renju's here, and his watch is here. So clearly Renju had his watch. Gotta go eat BRB? Sounds good. So, like, clearly Renju had his watch. Which means either Renju dropped it in the oil drum before he was murdered, which doesn't make a lot of sense, because why would he? Or the killer took Renju's watch off of him and disposed of the evidence at the crime scene, which doesn't make any sense either. Can I ask you about the watch, maybe? Yes, I want to ask the table about the watch. Doesn't look like I can do that. There's still something I need to see, apparently. But where?
Is that a spear?
It more closely resembles a harpoon of sorts.
Well, it more closely resembles a trident, if we want to really cut the
I
semantics.
believe this is a trident.
Any chance this was used in the murder?
No, there are no traces of blood on the trident, and no indication that Renju was stabbed.
What about his eye? Yeah, it doesn't look like it has anything to do with the case. An empty wooden box. Well, how could we be sure of that if we didn't use our X-ray vision? Nothing special. So what is still important? I could look at the anchor. See, I did. Man, what I wouldn't give for like a Danganronpa, like that just like shows me all of my evidence that I can look at. Oh, I wasn't done with the surveillance camera? I guess that makes sense. God, this cursor moves too fast for how small some of the things you need to click on are. Cool, glad we did that. What the fuck am I missing? I've talked to everyone, looked at the chairs, the tables, the tridents, the window, the policeman, the security camera, the doorway, the pictures, the cash register, the wooden barrel, the anchor, the menus, the other tridents, Mizuki,
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
Gami?
The
Yeah.
autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death,
You saying he shit himself?
but no traces of that have been found in the area nor on the corpse itself. This evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else. It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds.
Hey, what'd I say, 160?
I can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat.
Aiba, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
Of course. The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine.
Benzodiazepine?
It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death.
Benzodiazepine? So he was killed, so he was drugged, brought to somewhere else, killed there, and then moved over here where he was strung up. So sedatives were detected in Renju's body. He was barely conscious before he was killed, but he wasn't killed here. Left eye had been
This
pulled out.
case bears similarity to Shoko's. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
The right eye is still there.
The time of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse. The body was hanged from the ceiling, similar to how a fish would be. A thick
True.
hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
It looks like he was strangled. There are deep impressions left on his neck.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat.
Petechia?
Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
The elevator was used at 8:55 p.m.
So Renju was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body.
and 1 hour before coming here.
I think we've checked everything we need to.
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
We aren't?
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to.
Well, you should have been doing that while I was looking around. Renju's approximate time of death was yesterday, Saturday, 8 p.m. He was strangled by a cloth or something similar from behind. Okay, open the counter. Who did you want to talk to?
Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something. I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner.
Alright, I guess we'll have to head to both of those places later. What about Iris? Do you want
Yeah.
to talk to her?
Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Mizuki tried calling Eris, but there was no answer. Interesting.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
Any places you can think of that I
Well,
don't know
there
about?
is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district?
I have.
Daddy used to go to a place called Marble a lot. Maybe they know something about him.
Alright, let's head out.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Okay.
Let's try. Actually, let's go talk to Mama.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Maberu? Yeah?
You know about this place?
Yeah. This is where I met Renshu for the first time.
Interesting. Didn't think this was your kind of spot.
This place is special. You can find all sorts of shady characters here. It's the best place for gathering information about a case. So that's why.
That is only a partial truth.
Shut up.
Huh?
Let's head inside.
A partial truth? What's the other part of the truth? Do I even know the other part of the truth? Blaze, I summon thee for answers.
Where is everyone?
It's been like this for a while. Not many people come here anymore. Mama should be here soon, though.
Okay.
You know, out of context, that's gotta sound pretty weird. Walking to a bar? Yeah, Mama should be here pretty soon.
In other news,
Fuck that day are you talking about?
at 6:10 p.m. yesterday, on the outer circle of the Capital City Highway in Minato District, Tokyo,
This wouldn't be the
a traffic
traffic
collision
accident.
occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck.
That was the accident that Renju was supposed to be a part of, wasn't it?
MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
So, Renju would have been part of that accident had he been alive at the time? Oh, hey, Mizuki, let me introduce you to my friend, Mama.
Hey, Mizuki. You mind cleaning some of your stuff out of the fridge at home?
Not gonna happen.
It's not the joke I was expecting. Let's count the bottles on the counter. 9 bottles. There are 9 bottles on the counter. Just kidding, there are 18? That... Okay. Don't know what any of that was about. It's been a long time since we did this. Go to
Did
a
what?
bar in Yokocho.
Sat at a table together like this.
I mean, yeah,
We
that.
haven't eaten dinner together in a while. After I finish working on this case, we should do it again.
Suki's just thinking, we haven't done that in a while because I fucking hate you.
Why? Because of what happened to my mom and daddy?
No, dude, I miss
I don't
you.
need that.
Date, this is where you need to take a stronger role as her guardian. Data suggests that children who eat alone are prone to mental imbalances and poor physical condition.
Oh, is that
The
why?
meals you prepare do have sufficient nutritional content. However, you need to make sure that Mizuki is eating all of it. Otherwise, your effort is wasted.
Mizuki, we should have at least one meal
I
together.
told you I don't want to.
Why not?
Because... I don't like how you hold chopsticks. It makes me sick.
Really now. People have always told me that I have good technique. Some even say it's beautiful.
Really? People have told
It's
you that?
disgusting. Too clean. Besides, there's no point in eating together.
Why is that?
Not even if we went for stew?
Because you don't talk when you're eating. I don't like sitting in silence.
Well, we don't have to be quiet.
It's fine, I don't like hearing you talk either.
Don't make up your fucking mind.
I believe she has entered her teenage rebellion phase a year early.
Yeah, murder will do that
This is
to you.
gonna be rough.
Alright, are you having fun at school?
It's okay.
Is it?
Yup.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah. But I don't really like my elementary school friends. They're too immature. I have more fun with Iris and Ota.
I don't know if they're too immature. You're just very mature for your age.
That would make the other people too
You think
immature,
so?
I suppose.
The kids at school are so stupid. They gossip about who had their first kiss for days. I don't see why that's anyone's business.
These grade schoolers move fast.
Nah, not really. It's pretty normal nowadays.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
You-
It's fast.
You haven't kissed anyone yet, have you?
No, I'm not interested in that.
Oh, thank God.
No, thank God. Are you tired, bro?
No. And what do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just let me know when you're tired. You can go home anytime you want.
You aren't really worried about me, you just think I'm annoying, right? Don't beat around the bush, just say it. But you know what? It wouldn't matter anyway because I'm not going home.
Okay then. What about Renju?
Hey, Date. What did you and Daddy used to talk about when you were here?
I don't remember a lot of it. I was usually drinking pretty hard.
Don't worry, I have everything recorded.
Uh-oh.
In fact, the conversation about you taking care of Mizuki took place here, at Marble.
Really?
The topic was brought up several times afterward, but the first time was here. 4 years ago, after drinking enough liquid courage, Renju asked you to take care of Mizuki. At the time, Renju was recently divorced, buried in work at Lemnisgate, and mentally unstable. It was a display of excellent judgment. It was a good thing that he managed to swallow his pride.
You think so? Sometimes, I don't think it was the right move.
You should have more confidence. I guarantee you that it was the best decision.
Let's hope so.
Date, honey. Long time no see.
Hey, Mama.
Mama.
How've you been?
Oh, tired and sore, but not in a fun way.
Watch the innuendo in front of the kid.
Oh, who is this?
Renju's daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, it must have been hard. I saw on the news.
What did I just say about the innuendos?
It's okay. Really.
Oh, it must have been so hard.
What did I...
Stupid Ren. What was he thinking, leaving his little girl like this? Oh.
Hey, Mama. I wanted to ask you some questions about Renju.
Mama is more emotional about Renju's murder than everyone else in this game combined.
Oh. I guess crying isn't gonna solve the thing, is it? Go ahead, ask away. I'll help any way I can.
Alright, Mama,
Oh,
I've got some
Mama.
questions for you.
What are you doing back there?
Excuse you?
Oh my god, you're over there. When did you do that? Oh, it scared me. Hey, Mama. How's business?
Not bad.
Hey, that's good. I want you to keep this place open as long as you can. It makes me feel sad and old when a place I used to visit closes down.
Sad and old.
Well, then you should visit more often. I could hook you up, in more ways than one.
Just the one way is fine, thanks.
Was Renju a regular here? Like, did he come in when I wasn't?
I haven't seen him for a while.
That's because he's dead. I mean,
I thought I was going to shrivel up and die of boredom without you boys around.
Shrivel up. You look like a purple water balloon.
damn, Date.
That's right. Care to give me a poke?
I'll pass, thanks.
About Renju.
Have you heard any rumors about Renju? Anything about grudges, disputes?
Is it okay to talk in front of Mizuki?
Yeah, sure. She was with me. We just covered his body, so.
Yes, I want to be here.
Trust me, you couldn't drag her away.
If you say so. Apparently, Ren had some connections with the Kumakura gang.
Kumakuras. MoMA, huh?
A gang?
Yeah, real rough customers. This is their turf.
So Daddy was involved with gangsters.
Mizuki, that company Shoko was running, were they also tied to the Kumakuras?
I don't know.
Mama is polishing a dried bonito fish. Part of her daily routine. Come to think of it, I have no idea why. I think I'll ask her one day. The time is right. Alright, Mizuki. Is this your first time at a place like this? Like
yeah,
a bar
I mean,
that you
at
drink
Sunfish
at?
Pocket they served alcohol, but I've never been to a bar like this.
Well, I would hope not. You're in elementary school.
Well, Daddy invited me along sometimes, but I was too shy to go.
Good call.
I was planning on going one day, when I was old enough to drink. I wanted to go to a bar with Daddy.
About Mama.
I heard that shady characters hang out here. So
True.
who are you and how do you fit in?
Me?
No one special.
I guess she was talking to Mama, but she's looking directly at me.
I'm just a facilitator.
A facilitator?
People who come in here tend to have very specific interests. I help accommodate.
Oh, okay.
Mama's like, an informant.
That's right. And I won't charge you this time. Just promise to get the bastards who did this to Ren for me.
Right. This is for Renju.
I promise.
Mizuki. Are you scared of Mama?
Not really.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I don't bite. I'm only aggressive when it comes to men 20 through 65.
That's a big range.
That's a pretty wide range.
That's what I said.
Gotta widen my net for a catch like you, Date, honey.
How old am I?
I think I'll ignore that one.
I think I'll ignore it as well.
Mizuki's curling up a little. Maybe she's intimidated by Mama. Yeah. Do you remember anything else about Renju, by any chance?
Well, there was the watch incident.
Go on.
I'm sure you remember that one.
Watch incident?
You don't remember? Your drunk ass spilled your beer on Ren's watch.
That watch incident.
Ren was furious, yelling about how this watch is more important than my life, or whatever.
This watch is more important than my life, or whatever. He died. The watch was found at the crime scene. Renju, upon realizing that someone was about to come up and murder him, stashed his watch somewhere at Sunfish Pocket Diary to protect it over his own life? Question mark? Hey, Blaze, welcome back.
He blew up on you. That was the only time I've ever seen Ren that mad. That's why I remember it so well.
Was it this watch?
I pulled out the watch I had in my pocket. It was the one I found in the oil drum at Sunfish Pocket. What did I miss except Kukima? I don't think much. I came straight to Golden Yokocho after leaving that area, so just a regular Mama talking shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Asking if Mizuki has ever kissed anyone or been to a bar before.
Why do you have it? Was it at the scene?
It was.
Ren was given that watch by his lover. It was an
Shoko?
anniversary gift, I think.
Lover?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot Mizuki was here.
No, it's fine.
But of course, it wasn't an affair. This was all after he was divorced.
Okay, so not Shoko.
Daddy had a new lover.
Guess he didn't tell you about that, did he? I'm going to the bathroom.
You remember
You're
where
back.
it is.
What did you miss? Not too much, actually. Mostly just talking to Mizuki, getting Mama and her introduced.
Yeah, outside, right?
I don't think any critical information has been revealed just yet.
This is a small establishment that does not have its own restrooms.
Wait, you're leaving?
Oh, scared of me, huh?
No, it's just...
Mama, keep an eye on her.
Sure thing. Don't have too much fun in there.
What do you think I'm going to the bathroom to do? I gave her a nod and a wave and left.
Iba, get boss on the line.
Got it.
Masturbate. Exactly what I was trying to say, yeah.
Mizuki is at a bar called Marble down in Golden Yokocho. Send someone over to pick her up.
She's not at the hospital.
Damn, Date.
Yeah, she snuck out. I took her along while I was doing some work, but I can't take her any further.
Understood. I'll send someone.
Counting on you, boss.
Are you going
Yeah,
to leave
she's not
Mizuki
gonna like
here?
that.
Yes. I can't take her into a Yakuza den.
You know what? That probably could be a bad idea. Although, I mean, I took Iris to the Yakuza den, so, like, whatever.
Who's this asshole?
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
All right. Bye then.
Hey, Date!
What? Ugh, I hate dealing with these chumps.
Didn't you hear me?
Do you want to die, old man?
You bastard!
Classic Wombo combo. Just left for a minute. What the fuck, Unga?
Sorry for the late introduction. I'm with the MPD.
A cop, huh? So, you want to explain what the fuck a cop is doing in my office?
I think we should exchange names before exchanging expletives.
Name's MoMA, the Warhorse. Don't give a fuck what your name is.
All right, MoMA. I have a few things I want to ask you. What do you know about the new Cyclops serial killings? Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura had their left eye pulled out and were murdered. And I think you know something about it.
Saw it on the news. But we had nothing to do with it. Even if we did, we wouldn't spill to no cops.
Not even for A-sets. Hey, Moma, how's your A-set figure? Yeah, I was just thinking. Can I look at that? No, not yet. I have to A-set rhyme Moma. Interesting. A-set for Moma. Unfortunately, Kumakura and Yakuza both don't end in et. Well, I'll think about that one as we go.
What?
Did you ever rhyme success? I think I said, like, a tournament bracket triumphant success? Success? Or, no, A-set, you bet. Yeah. For the tournament they did, bracket triumphant A-set, you bet. It was super loose.
Chairman's
After
right in front
lasagna,
of
I'm giving myself a little bit of a break.
What?
I run the Kumakura gang. I'm MoMA Kumakura.
That can't be right. The chairman of the Kumakuras is Rohan. You aren't the chairman.
Yo, asshole. You need a lesson in manners?
You need a lesson in not getting beaten the fuck up?
Date, wait. I did some research and discovered that Rohan Kumakura died last year. He leapt to his death from the roof of a building.
A suicide?
But MoMA did not take over last year. MoMA took over 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Alright, about Renju.
I told you, I got nothing to say. You deaf or something?
The chairman's chair. About Shoko.
Don't know nothing about her. I know her face and her name. It was on the news.
Shoko was part of an investment fraud scheme. And I have it on good authority that a certain Yakuza gang was helping her.
Wouldn't know nothing about that, cop.
Date, a minute, please.
What is it?
Do you see the sofa in the reception area?
The one
There's
that
an
guys
ashtray
double over
on top
on?
of the coffee table.
What about it?
It is peculiar. Thermal imaging reveals that they are both warm.
The sofa and ashtray.
What are you talking about? I mean, yeah, someone was smoking.
Can you turn off the thermal vision?
Sure.
I see. The cigarette brand is Klein.
Why is that relevant?
Small details will come in useful later. Trust me.
Okay. The fat one. He's holding his stomach in pain.
I got nothing to say to you.
There would be no point in talking to him in that state.
Alright, well I guess I looked at everything I need to see over there. I can deal with a moment later. Should be focused on something else. What? The butts again? They look like Klein's? I mean, sure they do. Is there something else I should be looking at? The couch. Yeah, you're right. The other thing that was specifically mentioned, yeah.
Part of the cushion is still red.
Just as I thought.
Do you want to share? Do I talk to Mama? Was there someone here?
What are you talking about? You're the first guest today. Although you are an uninvited guest.
Don't lie now. Someone was sitting on the sofa and smoking very recently.
How do you know that?
I just do.
Oh, right. I remember now. Just a bit ago, one of our guys was on the sofa.
Are you talking about these guys right here?
Yeah.
Not possible. When I came in...
You made a big mistake coming here. Go home.
Who's this asshole?
Neither of them was on the sofa. And neither of them was smoking.
They left.
Who left?
An insurance salesman. Right before you came in.
I don't think so. I didn't pass by anyone on my way here. And I happen to know this office only has one entrance and one exit. Which means, whoever it is
still here?
They're still in this office somewhere. Let me check the back.
Why you want to do that?
I just wanted to say hello to our guest.
I'm telling you, you're the only one here.
And also, wouldn't I need a warrant for that?
Oh, then you won't mind me checking.
Just get out of here, cop.
There must be someone they don't want us to see. Somewhere behind that wall.
Alright, I'll have a thing for that. So, Saejima.
Just as I thought.
This must be whoever was sitting on the sofa and smoking earlier.
My evolver can shoot right through this wall. I should shoot him.
I should shoot him.
Wait! Is he not getting enough?
What?
Never mind. The person behind the wall is unarmed. I cannot approve the use of evolver in this situation.
Damn it.
Wait, I thought I had... I thought I had admin rights over Iva. Why is she the one telling me if I can and can't use my gun? He's got a gun! Best scene, Lamau. Which of my grunts is the favorite? Oh, definitely the skinny one we backhanded across the entire room.
Date, a porno mag at your feet.
What? Where? You're right, this is the best scene.
Hey! Did you just shoot at me?
Where'd he get that from?
Whoa, wait a minute!
Wow, he's got that stormtrooper aim. Quick, Date, there's a porno mag behind the desk where the cover is.
Date, load a revolver with explosive rounds. Aim for the dragon's gold ball on the right.
The what?
Got it. Shoot the dragon in his balls.
Oh, that. Why?
Just do it!
That was the weakest explosive round I have ever seen.
Iba, you saved me.
The Secret Lives of Yakuza Wives. Achievement unlocked.
Everything happened as I simulated it.
So, where's this porno mag?
Yeah, you said you saw one, right?
You idiot. There is no adult magazine. However, I know that your reaction time is up to 3.6 times faster when you are excited.
Wow, that much,
I
huh?
simply took advantage of that behavior.
What the hell? You're a grown man. Aren't you too old to be playing with toys?
Shit!
Hey, coward! I see you. Show your face! I know you.
So, Saejima. I can confirm my hearing increases significantly.
That's...
Saejima, so, Congressman.
What is this guy doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here, bud?
I've had a relationship with the Kumakuras since back when Rohan was running things. I had business nearby, so I stopped here for a visit. Whatever conspiracy theory you're imagining in your head, you can forget it. This is strictly business.
Strictly business? A congressman meeting with Yakuza? How are you gonna spin that?
It's true. I imagine my public image will be dragged through the mud. But we haven't done anything illegal. If you want to accuse me of such wrongdoing, then by all means. I just happen to think such gossip is better suited for tabloids.
Tabloids? Well, do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
Then went home.
So, you have no alibi?
No, I always have my bodyguards near me. If you want to, you can ask them.
Bodyguard testimony can be unreliable. There is a possibility that they would lie to protect Mr. Saejima.
A high
I
possibility.
agree. We can't trust that.
Alright, what about Renji then?
The president of Lemniscate? We aren't friends, but I did meet him a few times through work.
What work were you doing to meet up with the head of an entertainment company?
It was just some party hosted by some company or other. It's not unusual. Events with those uptight stuffed shirts can be rather dull. So they have some young women from an entertainment office attend. Anyway, we only saw each other a few times. I don't even remember what we spoke about.
So Saejima, a member of Congress. I see him so often on TV. It feels like I've met him before. Technically, I have. He's looking rather irritated, though. Do you have an alibi for yesterday and the day before?
Us Kumakuras are a branch of the Ujisaki family. The Ujisaki family runs a yearly golf tournament. Mandatory attendance. We were all at the tournament those days. We only got back this morning. You can ask the hotel. They'll tell you.
Date, I did some research. The hotel's record of guests does list the Kumakura members. They were also seen on several surveillance cameras. It is not possible that any of the Kumakuras could have killed Shoko, including Moma.
Okay, what about Rohan Kumakura? I mean, we're ready to get.
I heard that the
get a
former
little bit
head of the
information
Kumakuras
last
committed
time.
suicide.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Nothing at all. I just want to talk about it.
Rohan was my older brother. He was my big brother in this organization, and my blood brother. 6 years ago, he got sick in the head. He got sent to a special hospital. And naturally, because I'm his brother and next in line, I was the successor. That's all I'm gonna say. You want to know more? Hire a private eye.
Alright, what about Shoko?
Well, I guess there's no point hiding it now. I lied earlier, when I said I didn't know her.
I thought so. You and the Kumakuras were a part of the fraud scheme Shoko was organizing.
Yep. Whenever any wise-ass investors gave her trouble, we handled it.
Exactly as I suspected. Shoko was affiliated with the Kumakuras.
I've been looking after that guy since high school. It was the usual stuff. I had him help me with a lot of work.
Another eye pun. Yeah, there's a lot of those.
But now, it's kind of the opposite, you know? We're getting work from him. Well, we were. Now that he's dead, though.
What work did he have you do?
The usual. If talent at his office was causing trouble or something.
You ever get into any disputes with Renju doing this work?
No way. He paid good money. I've never even gotten into an argument with the guy.
You know what? I think I have an A set that might work for this guy. Yeah. That might work for this guy. That's how you say words. I believe because he's in the Yakuza, he could be crime syndicate, but also secret A-set fan, you bet? So, looks kind of like he's straight out of Demon Slayer? Yeah, actually, I could see that. It's giving me a glare. A-set, you bet! That means I'm free.
The victim prior to Renju? I believe Moma introduced me to her.
Moma?
Introduced?
We were just having drinks. Shoko stopped by to say hello.
That's
right.
pretty innocuous.
We didn't talk about anything.
They're trying to give me the runaround.
Indeed.
What do you mean A-set rhyme is still on cooldown? Has it been half an hour from A-set Moma?
Date, I have determined that these individuals have nothing further to add. Even if they are involved, they will not volunteer any more information.
You want more, though? I gotta give my fragile mind a break, dude.
We need solid evidence to move forward with the investigation.
You're right.
At the moment, Ota presents our best opportunity for finding leads.
Stream isn't about having fun.
Should we go to Lemon
This is
State?
my punishment game.
Yeah, let's go. Moma, Congressman Tsujima. I think
Oh,
I'm
it's the
gonna
start
call
of
it
my
a day.
SoundCloud rapper career?
I'll come back soon. We'll swap drinking stories.
Oh,
You
man.
serious?
Imagine.
Let's go, Iba.
Roger.
At some point, I'm gonna have to release a hit single. All right, let's go to Lemniscate.
This is all really suspicious.
What is?
Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras.
BRB sounds
There's
good.
definitely something going on there.
I agree, but I am not sure it is linked to the new Cyclops serial killings.
No?
We need to do further investigation.
Who are you?
Who are you? Impossible. How did a jellyfish get in here? So shiny, too.
You utter idiot. It's me.
Renju?
Do I look like Renju?
Shoko?
It's me.
Boss?
Date, seriously.
Then, are you Mom?
Idiot. They must have increased your dosage too much.
Dosage?
Dosage? Anyway, you're Aiba, right? Why are you here? Looking like that?
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
Yeah, let's talk about your
Come to
appearance
think of
first
it,
of all.
you look kind of like you do when you're insomnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
You don't usually look like that. You have a somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If we've learned anything from the receptionist at Lebna Skates, you did not shape yourself to my preference.
You could do that. Change it.
I will not,
Why not?
because I won't.
I'm gonna have to get used to this look, aren't I?
I
Facts,
fear you
hell
would
yeah.
eventually grow tired of the other form as well. I just wanted to change my look a little. Think of it as a haircut.
Pretty drastic haircut.
Well, that was a bit. That's a lot for a haircut. Yeah. So and Momo are suspicious. Let's talk about that.
As I said earlier, I completely agree that they are suspicious, but there is nothing currently linking them to the case.
That's true. We have no established motive.
That's true.
Victims
we
were
don't
displayed,
have a motive.
tied up on a horse,
Even
hung
in
from
the
the
other
ceiling,
timeline.
and their left eyes taken out. We still don't know why.
It is possible that Shoko and Renju were disloyal to Congressman Tsujima and the Kumakuras.
You know something that I just now noticed? Shoko Nadami was killed on the merry-go-round, and Renji Okiura was killed in the Sunfish Diner. Both of those places were important to them. Shoko used to go there with Mizuki, and, well, Renju owns the place, and Mizuki frequents there too.
They could have been killed and displayed as a
Suspicious,
warning.
but I don't know what to make of it.
That would fit the current evidence.
Maybe. But it doesn't feel right.
At the very least, the locations they've been killed at do seem to have some importance. Well, that doesn't really fit for Iris, though. She was killed at the fishery, but I don't think she has anything to do with that. I guess that can make sense. Maybe a little. Not too
I
sure.
looked into that.
Me either, honestly.
Unfortunately, I did not find anything in our database that could connect the two.
I see.
However, I did discover some rumors on the internet. Most of them come across as gossip or conspiracy theories. But would you like to hear them regardless?
Yeah,
Please.
sure.
Mr. Tsujima currently resides in Azabu. He lives in a mansion, a restored samurai castle. But 20 years ago, So Tsujima lived elsewhere, in the Kawasaki district to be exact.
Kawasaki? The place that was shut down?
He lived there until he was 40 years old. The Tsujima family owned a vast amount of real estate in the district. Adjusting for inflation, the land was valued above 30 billion yen.
That detail seems very important to his motive. Don't know why.
The Tsujima family sold off its holdings. 6 months later, the incident occurred.
Sold off its holdings, then the incident occurred?
The explosion at the chemical plant.
This caused Kawasaki to become a restricted area. And of course, land prices fell drastically to less than 1/30th their original value. What are your thoughts?
Kinda sounds like he knew the accident was about to
The
happen.
timing is certainly suspicious. To sell that amount of land just 6 months before it happened.
Because if I've learned anything from playing Yakuza 0, it's having a monopoly hold on a district is, like, very profitable. Sounds like someone
There is
vented.
another interesting fact. After the accident, Sosajima purchased all of the land back for just 1 billion yen.
Yeah, okay, he definitely
So
had
he's
a
got
hand in it.
29 billion yen in his pocket and 1 billion yen of land.
Correct. Despite the horrific accident, the Sajima family is no worse off.
True. But I don't see the point of it. It's not like you got anything out of it.
That would be true, but there is more to this story.
It's not like he got anything out of it. He got millions of yen out of it, didn't he?
There is another important fact. After the land prices in the Kawasaki region crashed,
Well, I guess we'll never get the end of that.
we will have to continue this conversation later. I am receiving a call from headquarters.
Boss.
Special Agent Date
No?
from Abyss. My name is Akaska from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami case. There's something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier from a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
Number 89.
Prisoner?
We saved the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know who killed Shoko Nadami, and if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know, and he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. However, we got the call yesterday afternoon, before Renju was killed. In other words...
You're saying he predicted the second crime?
Yeah, I think he did. That's why I thought I should contact you.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Do you think there's anything to this?
I don't know.
Well, if it goes the same way as the other timeline, he should escape. But Renju asked Peter to let 89 escape. That was the only reason why Peter did that. So now that Renju's dead, he can't. So that means the way that 89 is going to have to resolve is necessarily different. Because there's no way
Date.
that Renju could have set that up in advance, right? Why would he do that if he was about to be murdered?
What's wrong? You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Why did Renju ask Peter to let number 89 escape last time then? Because if he's killed in this timeline, that probably means that he isn't as familiar with the actual killer as I thought. So if Renju isn't familiar with the actual killer, why did he make a bargain for number 89? Interesting.
Yeah. I just found out online. The corpse at Bloom Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom. And I just left her. But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother. I want to apologize to her.
Hey, welcome back.
I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
Oh, hello. You're cute.
You get asked out a lot,
Welcome
don't
back,
you?
Unga.
I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk. You should be an idol.
Can we make a deal?
Oh, thank you.
You mean, can you make a deal with me? Or can I make a deal with her? Or can you make a deal with Unga? Just order a new pair of earbuds? Nice.
But despite my looks, I am a bit too old to be an idol.
I deal with Unga.
I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
Why did Oda look at me like that?
You're kidding.
Where is Iris?
Iris? You mean Asa?
Yeah, sure.
She's recording a podcast in the underground studio. If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine. This can wait until she's done.
Instead of saying I'm back, can we say I'm home?
Hey now, that's awfully aggressive. You're an alpha type, aren't you? I kind of like
Maybe
that.
I am.
And I kind of like you.
Oh, but there is one little thing you should know about me. I'm a reptilian.
Even better!
Is that going to be a problem?
What's a reptilian?
A reptilian humanoid alien. They are said to be shapeshifters that take on human form.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a problem.
Aw, too bad.
Oh, you can shift my shape anytime. The girl with big tits is sitting behind the counter. Yes, that's what I've decided to call her. Not to her face, of course. To her tits, obviously.
Hey, girl with the big tits.
Yeah, not to her face. Immediately.
Excuse me?
I said it to her face.
I want to run away and never look back.
God, that's so perfect. I was not ready. Hey Oda, I've finished with my very important business. Where have you been?
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a Dojin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a
How
normal
would you
day in
sum
my
up
life.
Date in one sentence? Yeah, exactly. BRB, gotta watch an ad? Sounds good, dude. See you in, I don't know, 30 seconds, however long they take. About Mizuki.
Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
What? You met Mizuki? Oh, at the interrogation.
I'm kind of like her surrogate dad
That's
in
right.
a way.
He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain. Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning earlier.
You're sick, Date.
It's not that what the quotation marks implied.
Questioning? That sounds dirty.
She's 14!
If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would describe a sexy scene.
Well, that just means you're the pervert here, not me.
What kind of novels are you writing, kid?
Isn't he, like, also 24 or something? I
I
remember
don't know
him being,
anything.
like, oddly old for how young he looks.
I've only seen Renju a couple of times.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on Ota's body. This is his current body temperature.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall. You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
Oh.
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
Okay.
The secret was that he's a straw man sock puppet, right?
Last night, I was walking over to Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone?
Okay, well, that's not exactly strange. Wait, last night?
Someone was with him.
Wait, last night? What? What? Wait, what day are we on? Can I check? Is it in the file? It doesn't look like it.
A man. No. A woman. Okay, look. I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out here.
Clipped, huh?
Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Oh, definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Renju was with Iris.
Renju was with Iris.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. But Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Was she the other person in the elevator?
She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me. The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone. The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writer's block. And I saw all this awful negativity online, and I lost sight of what I really wanted to write. It was the lowest point of my life.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing, and it made me realize something important. You don't have to care what people think, you know? If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have.
Glad it was just singing and dancing. Yeah, I found her Twitch page on her OnlyFans.
After that, I became a huge ASET fan and got over my writer's block.
And successfully still didn't publish a goddamn thing. Obviously not the 2022 version. Oh, of OnlyFans. Didn't they go the route of I was about to say Twitter, Tumblr?
A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down.
Like you said, it would be OnlyFans now.
So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
Oh, they backpedaled. Makes sense, especially since that was sort of their entire platform. At least on Tumblr, it was like unaspect. Slow down. I didn't say Iris was the murderer.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story.
Shortly after, because most of their customers complained. Yeah, I would imagine.
If I do,
it's kind of
I
funny,
might find out she's totally innocent.
But they're like, you know what, we're gonna move away from porn, and the entire internet's like, no! And they're like, yeah, alright, I guess.
If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything you know.
That's a good point.
But...
do it for Iris.
What time did Renju and Iris leave the building? It's very important.
Around 6:15, I guess.
Interesting. Oh, and okay, so Aiba did say that the only time that the elevator was used after 6:30 p.m. was the time at 8:55.
Where did they go?
That was definitely before
I didn't see.
any of that.
They got into Renju's car and drove off.
Wait, what? Well, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because if it was only used... it was only used once? How did whoever did it leave, then?
What did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
What happened?
Oh! Hey! Tessa.
Date.
Iris, there's something I need to ask you. Come with me.
I guess it makes sense that we'd interrogate her. She was the last person seen with a dead body, so... Although, witness
Iris,
testimony does
I'm going to
place
ask
her
you some
outside
questions.
of the crime scene.
Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
Well, though, I guess the fact that she was with the guy that was murdered 2 hours before he was murdered.
The right
that's
to
still
remain
very important.
silent. You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth, and I would appreciate your cooperation.
Is that the story true?
Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes? Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket, ASAP.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
Okay. What were you doing with Renju?
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC.
The fact it was spelled like that threw me for a loop for a second.
He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there.
Because isn't MC, just an acronym for main commenter or something?
But the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol.
Big shot. Hey Chris, want some free Cromer?
I've never done any MCing before, especially with important people being there.
So what'd you do after you turned him down?
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura at 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Aiba?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized.
Does it?
Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true.
I don't know. I mean, she's been generalizing the times somewhat. Like, I would know that I got a call near 5, took me about an hour to get there. That doesn't seem that suspicious to me, but I guess if the game is telling me it is. Do you have an alibi?
What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Were you streaming?
Aiba, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural liar.
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. last night. If Iris's story is true, she couldn't have done it.
There is another possibility. Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed Renju.
Sorry, explain that one to me? Can I ask?
I'll ask
your mother about your
again.
alibi?
You are sure you were at home around 8 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Was she not there?
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris's mom had connections to Renju too.
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
However, we have nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night?
I guess I'll have to ask her that.
When did you find out Renju was killed?
That.
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
I mean, to be fair, I probably wouldn't either.
Oh, sorry.
Like, if I was with someone, and then they took me home, and then, like, a few hours later, they were murdered, I wouldn't really think to call the police and be like, oh yeah, I was with that person before they died, but literally nothing happens.
Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late.
I don't know. I think in her circumstance, not calling the police is perfectly serviceable.
And
It's not like
that
she had
would cause
anything to
everyone
say.
a lot of trouble, you know?
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How long?
You think so too? Yeah.
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, the surveillance
What about the
camera
surveillance
was
camera?
wiped.
Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say?
Well, I guess I'm trying to say, did you erase the footage? But I could also be saying, do you know where the footage is stored?
Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday, but how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
Well, I mean, he was drugged. So if he... Yeah, and the drugs were still in his system, so...
No, it's still possible.
He could have been drugged and then strangled.
See.
The autopsy to this drug, it is likely...
Yeah, I know. Show it.
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Why strangle someone that's sedated, though?
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
My man out here speedrunning an interrogation. Hey man, I just knew the answer before it even told me I needed to think about what it was.
The rest of it?
Like hanging
Can't
up
help
his
it if I'm
body?
just too goddamn smart.
How do you know that?
What do you mean?
Actually, how
it's
do you
all
know
over
about
the
that?
news.
They included the detail?
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone. But with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
Ingenuity?
I need something for ingenuity? Where he was
The
murdered?
autopsy determined that Renju vacated his bowel. However,
Oh, no,
no
that's-
trace
I
of this.
see.
This means that it is highly likely Renju...
That's not what I'm looking for. I don't think it's Renju's weight. Kegs or barrels, IDK what it was. If you're talking about that as a thing for the, for the how could Renju's body be lifted up to the ceiling, I don't see that as an option. Because I was kind of thinking the kegs as well, but that's not something I can show.
Renju's corpse was discovered at the Maid Cafe, hanging from a beam. He was found over... The wire was... One end was attached to a hook.
Okay,
The
maybe
kegs
that.
hold approximately... They weigh approximately 55 pounds.
Because, like, you could, like, hang the empty kegs, like, put the hook in his mouth and then fill the kegs, and then it would, like, hoist him. Anyway, I think it's the discovery that has the information I
went
was
like
looking
this.
for.
First, Renju was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
Add over not? Oh, maybe he got a second one.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then, what do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible.
But...
Hey, I'm not
But
saying you
there
did
is
it. I'm
one
just
more
saying it's possible you could have.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him.
That's also true.
If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Yeah, she would have had to carry the body.
Hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
She could have.
How?
Renju's estimated numerous hemorrhages and the weapon used to commit the criminal likely wrapped Renju then the more precise cause. In short,
Right.
Sunfish Pop. According to the elevators at 8, the total weight to
I think the elevator is part of it, but I do have 2 pieces of evidence that I need to do. Oh, now it is accidentally sent it last time? Hell yeah. Alright.
the oil drum, the type that has a lid you can open, with about a 200 empty.
That's not the correct answer?
I know this watch. It's Renju's favorite. I found it inside me.
How the culprit managed to move the corpse to Sunfish Pocket. None of these really have anything to do with his weight, though. £44 empty? Actually, you know what? That kind of makes sense. That would explain why his watch was in there. But I don't understand why that means she could have moved the body.
Do you know what this is?
Yeah, I don't know why that's the correct answer, but it felt like it was.
It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder.
Oh yeah, you could roll the drum, I guess.
You just have to roll it.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure. Just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
Can't you
I
drive?
don't have a license!
Didn't think so.
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Suppose that's true.
Are you mocking me?
No, that is an astute observation of your technical prowess.
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me.
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
I was just thinking that. At the moment he said, don't make sudden outbursts like that, I was like, I'm the one making a sudden outburst.
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
That's true. 44, 158 was his weight, wasn't it? So yeah, that would be just about right.
Why do you say that?
Because of the weight of the oil drum, the elevator record, and Renju's weight?
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
On the second floor?
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds.
Oh, does the elevator record only show when it goes up, I guess? I guess it doesn't record when it goes down?
Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310.
This doesn't look good.
Why are you...
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs.
That seems obtuse.
To throw us off the trail. However...
Because that would mean that they knew about the elevator records. But they already went through the trouble of wiping the camera records.
Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
Why not?
They knew about the camera records.
Just stay put.
So they
Keep
couldn't
your eyes
know
on the
about
wall.
the elevator weight thing.
There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod. I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
Can you give me this camera, maybe? The better angle?
Ah, shit.
She has her phone? Oh, to save me, they're accusing me of a lot of stuff. It's okay, Tessa. I won't tell any about that thing. Not if they torture me. Don't worry. I promise to protect you.
Iris, what are you thinking? What is that thing? Hey, answer me, Iris.
Kind of wish they
She's
gave me more time to
definitely
actually
hiding
read that and take it in.
Date. Sync with her.
All right.
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. Medication is working perfectly.
We had to sedate her?
How about it, Date?
Do we usually sedate them?
Not a problem. Get it started.
The time limit is 6 minutes.
No, because we talked to Mizuki before we
time
went
is
in.
up.
I know.
More Shovel Forge Pog? I wonder. Is it still gonna be Shovel Forge?
Let's begin.
Has she asking us to go on a Shovel Forge date happened yet? Let's get some diamond boys. Oh, you really like this one, huh? Well, we're definitely not in Shovel Forge. Oh, I see shiny.
What is this place?
It looks depressing. How is this related to Iris?
Unknown, but there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
Somnium scan! Activate!
Alright, we have TV. We have windows. And we have the floor and the building. Discover Iris' secret. A mysterious room, videos, and a strange device. You may be able to find the truth. No limits? Damn.
What?
Cool. So we've got 2 different paths. Well, let's look at the TV first of all.
TV.
Well, both of these are equally as bad from each other. I guess we'll spin the dial. We'll leave percussive maintenance for the next step. Who's that a picture of? Huh. one of the original Cyclops killings.
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Interesting. Saw the murder video. I wonder what would happen if we hit it instead, but you know what? We'll leave that somnium path for when we have to go back. Is there anything faster I can use that on?
A torso?
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Are those the only things? There's a gun up there.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Okay, that looks like all the things I have access to.
A revolver.
Choke
It is a
because of
pistol.
the
It
goal?
appears to be
Choke,
fixed with a
choke
vice.
what?
Why would this be here?
What's this? The trigger. There is a stick in the hole of the trigger guard.
That's suspicious.
Is
5 minutes
A
left,
revolver.
Dante.
jump for it.
Weekly shonen.
Choke Iva.
Don't say it.
Weekly Shonen Jump.
I did the best I could. I am not a cyborg, and thus I cannot reach that height.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
not a
not my
cyborg
fault.
because you don't have human parts?
Nobody's blaming you.
That's not the same torso. The torso in the mirror.
A full body me.
I mean, I could punch it.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
What does my perversion have anything to do with
Just
this?
punch it, and I'm not a pervert. You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
Oh. Huh.
A full body.
So, who is that then?
A torso in the reflection.
A torso? Not you?
Is there any meaning to this?
Can't say. But what is going on?
Alright, I was hoping for a little bit more
minutes.
information about the
Torso with a
existence of
head.
another mannequin. You know what? Sure, we can spare some time to choke out the statue. I like how she went for it. I'm gonna get you. Wha! Well, that definitely
Even my
changed
consciousness
things.
is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. But we have no choice but to investigate.
Am I carrying out the murder video? TV's over there. Which is different than that TV there.
An operating table.
Now it says to beat it to death. I feel like I'm going to have to perform surgery, I think.
A drug bottle that holds...
Chug? Let me maybe investigate this first.
There is no label. I cannot determine what is inside.
It's probably dangerous.
I agree. We should not touch it if we do not know what it is. Even
You're right.
in Somnium, some things...
We shouldn't touch
A
it.
drug bottle that holds...
Hey, Abby, you want to drink that?
Do not pressure me, Date.
Pressure you?
Into drinking alcohol.
Is it alcohol?
How do you know it's alcohol? I thought you said it was
Well,
unlabeled.
Unknown.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you to drink it.
You are exploiting your position of power. I will set up a labor union.
Go ahead, but drink it.
AI labor union? Sounds dystopian.
I won't drink it.
Fine.
Well, I did my best to chug.
An old television.
Let's whack that bitch.
Iris, what is all this?
Interesting.
An old...
Oh. You're right, it does say beat it to death. Didn't even notice that was my literal objective. Alright, let's maybe try turning the dial first.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Iris is involved in the first Cyclops killing case. Iris said that she feels like she's seen me before. I'm missing my eye?
Indeed.
That feels related.
The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
Only a shelf.
Well, you know what? It would seem to me like it's a good idea to push this back into
That
position
shelf
with the
sticking
other
out.
ones.
It seems odd.
Beat the torso, I guess? I think that is something I have to do. But I think I need to beat the torso with that rock up there. No, no. It's Danganronpa V3 all over again.
What? What happened?
Ah, never mind.
A metal ball must have fallen off the shelf.
Why would anyone put that there? An iron ball. It looks quite heavy.
Balance on. Weird. Pick up is not an option?
A common gas.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date.
I know.
It's an
I
operating
love this
table.
reference, especially since I didn't get it the first time. Which reference? The Danganronpa one or something else? Okay, well, I don't think it's performed surgery because I'm trying to beat something to
A
death.
torso.
I mean, I could try taking some time and punching it. I'm gonna punch it. Yeah, the Danganronpa reference. Gotcha. Oh yeah, because this is by the same people, so of course it's probably an actual Danganronpa reference. Unless Somnium predates V3.
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
While you were unconscious, a television and an old book appeared.
I guess punch was
If
the
my
correct
calculations
call?
are correct, it will be over soon.
Let's hope you're right.
I really thought that ball had something to do with it. I thought it was gonna have to have like a rock to hit someone's face in with. Well, if my options are now to shoot to death, I don't think turning the TV bottle? But maybe. I still have things.
An old
Actually, you know what? Maybe we do need to turn the dial. To like progress to the next scene where I shoot them from. There isn't anyone to kill anymore? Not yet!
Please. Help me. Help me.
Wait, that's Okira Fishery. I'd recognize those doors in Crane anywhere.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
I don't think
She
so.
even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
Oh, shit. Outside is actually... Yeah, maybe. Because after all, the killing that took place was outside those doors, yeah.
It doesn't open. We don't have...
Okay, well, it doesn't open, but I think that was still a good idea regardless. Alright, let me look at these lockers, I guess, because these are new. Yeah, 15 seconds and open it.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly...
Oh, interesting. So that's how I get that to go. I mean, I was gonna try and make the stones roll to knock off the gun, but I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to accomplish that. But I guess that's not something I need to worry about. I have activated a Rube Goldberg machine of death. Ah, wait, no, it ends here? Nope, never mind. How an idea works in my imagination. Yeah, nothing ever goes this according to plan. But I have a feeling like it's going to. I can't believe it was opening the locker that got that to roll. Oh. Huh, yeah, I guess that did end up doing that. Jesus fuck, what is happening? Wow, all that just to shoot the mirror, huh?
That is...
Does that mean the last murder actually took place here? Who is that? Do I know who that is? Is that Renju? It's hard to tell. Achievement unlock. Disassociated persona. at least we know it's not Iris who's the original Cyclops killer.
What happened in that somnium?
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
You're gonna check for an ad. Sounds good, dude.
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Is that Renju? I honestly cannot tell.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
Ad over, hell yeah.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Before the stream is over, I should check and see what my ad revenue is actually sitting at. Saluting for Unga's brave work and support. Salute.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all 4?
Yeah, what does that say if she was present for all 4?
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
I mean, I think it just became immediately relevant to the case we're working on.
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
Come to think of it, it looked a little bit like me, actually.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
Really.
That would explain why she thinks she's met me before. Am I the original Cyclops killer?
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the
Maybe
person
Peter was
doing
on
the killing
something.
was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face.
Yeah, it did look like me. Oh, that's even my my signature like cowl.
The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
It's true. The drip.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
That was my left eye in the memory, right? Wasn't that my left? I think that was my left.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
Maybe if you erased the mind of a serial killer and kept it as a state secret, yes.
You interrogated Iris
the
before
killer
the sink.
drip, hell yeah.
What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
I don't think so. You're not telling me quite a few things about the original and new incidents.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Y'all are pretty
Because
sure
I
about
can.
something that shouldn't
Don't worry
be
about it.
so definite.
Just trust me.
Well, no, I couldn't be the original Cyclops serial killer. Because if I was, Pewter would have never made that joke. Not with Boss in the room. Right? I am I'm confused. Alright, about the original Cyclops killer.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice.
Look at how he dresses in public and say that again. Fair point.
After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it.
Why was a serial murder classified anyway? Because there's a new Cyclops serial killing happening in the news right now that is being publicly addressed. So what's the deal with that killing that made it become a state secret?
Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely. The Sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
Not unless you're lucid.
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C.
Or, you could not be a nerd.
This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C.
Memory N.
Those happened in reality.
Memory N plus
In other
1,
words,
memory N plus 2.
Fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes. I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Are these memories real?
Pewter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory
That is a
really
good
happened?
question, actually.
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
What about things you see in movies or television?
Like the Pikachu? The Pikachu? The Pikachu? I don't remember what you're talking about.
The events might be fictional,
Oh,
but the
the
experience is
Mandela
not.
Pikachu. I gotcha.
Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
We know it's a he?
I wouldn't know.
Because I was kind of under the impression that was Iris. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Pewter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sync room real quick.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
I'm gonna go with repressed.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
Or... your memory was also wiped?
Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
Hey, welcome back. So... if I was the Cyclops killer, and Iris was there watching
could we make a stop first?
and we both can't remember any details of that time, that would kind of make sense.
Sure. Where?
I think, anyway.
Marble. It's a bar in Golden
Hey,
Yokocho.
welcome back, Uncle's mom.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too.
Glad Uncle's mom is the #1 supporter of the stream.
Alright, sure.
Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is she sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. You turned the wheel? On a straight road? How long did I want to stream today? Probably between, like, 20 to, like, I don't know, 20 minutes? Probably not too terribly long since I am kind of tired today. Still working off whatever feeling I was having on Thursday. Is there a reason you wanted me to go longer? Well, never mind. Well, no, now I have to. To my surprise, I saw Oda sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
What the fuck are you doing here, Oda?
Ota!
Why does everyone know Mama? Just continue? You're being a sussy baka right now, but okay. I never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier.
Oh, did she ask you to come?
She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did.
Yeah, alright.
Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Wow, about to be might be a bit of a stretch, but I guess you're getting your information from Abyss. Yeah, isn't your phone broken? What the fuck is that?
This is my new one.
Oh,
You're
sure.
thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
It's very convenient for you, Oda.
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble. So, what was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing.
Stay calm, I'm here for you. I won't tell anyone about that thing, not even if they torture me. Okay,
That
so I'm
you'd
gonna have
stay
to torture
quiet
him.
no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
She's here.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
Oh, this is my friend Tessa.
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
I'd like to be able to turn around and look at them, but I guess not. Ota? That makes no sense. What the fuck? 24-hour stream, Pog. When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
The sofa. My head was killing me, my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. I'm... still here. I shot up, rubbing my neck, and when I looked over at the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. Hey, Mama, how's it going? A refrigerator? Wow. Date must not be doing so good. Where's Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely looks like a boy.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
Guess it makes sense.
They didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Alright, what time is it? How long have I been out?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Say me I've been out. What time did I get here? Boss?
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
The killer? Well, she's alive. That's...
Iris.
Good, I guess. Ah, so we're dealing with a Bond supervillain. Wait, I know where that is. That's the Okayura Fishery Warehouse.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
It's live?
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okayura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okayura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
This looks like some Saw shit. I mean, it was literally a Saw. Thank Mom and ran out of marble. It's a live stream, huh? And Iris is on camera. She's in her element. That's not good. Besides the intense moment, I really like the soundtrack. This is a pretty good soundtrack, yeah.
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
20 minutes?
Please let me make it in time. That sick bastard.
Oh no, she's being killed by a furry. What a way to go. Something tells me that's going to take less than 20 minutes.
Tessa! Hold on!
Ota?
I'll save you!
Ota?
Stay away from Tessa!
Interesting. I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel a sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream. I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. On the live stream? Well, she stopped breathing.
No, it
can't be.
And the bear is back?
No. Stop!
Oh, damn. It actually happened. Which means there's a chance that Ota was making the defense up. I was not fully convinced that the polar bear was not Ota until now. But why live stream it? That's not his MO.
No!
An alibi? How do you mean? The live stream being the alibi? Sorry. Wait, who? No, the furry most definitely did not leave.
Ota.
So, wait, hold on. The killer takes Tessa, puts her in the machine while wearing the polar bear costume, kills her, closes the live feed, gets out of his costume, puts Ota inside, and kills him?
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
The Cyclops killer doesn't kill dudes? Question mark. Renju is dead? Okay, so both Iris and Ota are definitely murdered then.
It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble.
Then why did Ota tase me?
And about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota
Sure.
Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
No.
Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person.
And why would Ota run terrified from a crime scene he created? It doesn't make sense that he's a killer.
The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions. Like killing Iris.
Such as?
How could he have called the phone if his phone was broken? That's something that Ota didn't do. Is that Renju? Did Renju do that? I think Renju did that, actually. Ota had no... Yeah, what about the polar bear costume?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
That's also true. There was no point in concealing his identity if he was just going to be found at the crime scene, unless the point was for Ota to be found at the crime scene. In that case, Ota was set up to look like a murder-suicide?
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
No, I'm not buying it.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
That doesn't even stay consistent with your recollection of the facts that he killed Iris because she turned him down.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
No incentive to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju.
He didn't know that.
Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
They had different last names.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
So he was stabbed in the side and then put on the ice cutter?
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
There would be blood if he did that.
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims.
It can't be 89, it can't be Renju.
But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
None of these people seem like they would have done it. Let's start talking about
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims.
She's at least a connecting line.
Shoko and Renji were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them.
I don't think Mizuki killed all 4 of them, but I do maybe think that she's like the point that connects the killer to all 4 of them.
Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
Thinking of any of these people as a suspect is ridiculous.
Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemniscate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, The weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her.
And if Mayumi is going to kill Iris, that would necessitate the fact that she also killed Ota, which makes no sense.
And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him. Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
And then we're really gonna entertain
Renju and Shoko
the idea that
to the
Moma
Kumakuras.
killed Aset?
But there's no connection to Iris. Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris. I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
Yeah, definitely not the
I have
new
been
one.
working with you for years. I
Still
know better
have
than
some
anyone
bets
that
on
you are
being the old
innocent.
one.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
BRB? Sounds good.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Although, actually, honestly, that might not be such a bad spot to break for today. Because it is an entire other leg of the investigation that we're going to go down. So, you know what? Maybe we'll take the break here and figure out what the absolute fuck is happening on Tuesday. Because I know if I start going down this list, we will be here all night. So I have never had... I don't think I've ever been less clear on what's happening in this investigation than this very moment. So I might actually want the break to even like think about this for a while for sure. Exactly your reaction when you got to this point. Hey, Unga, welcome back. We're gonna be closing out the stream real quick here. Because apparently it is not... The murderer is not any of the people that we know so far. And that's fucking with me, honestly. Just the whole sequence of events that just happened make no sense to me. Why Oda would tase me. Where they went after he tased me. What Iris is hiding. Who the killer could possibly be, if we even know the killer, why they were still at the Okiura fishery, why Ota was killed too, why he was still there when, like, Iris already had her eye plucked out and shit. There's just, like, a lot of things going on. But yeah, I'm gonna... Those are all mysteries for another time. Furries, hell yeah. Gotta deal with those too. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff to think about and a lot of things that we're gonna have to figure out on Tuesday. So thanks everyone who joined me for this episode. Things are getting super complex and interesting, and I can't wait to see where this goes. But for tonight, that's it for me. So I wish everyone a good night and take care till I see you next time. Have a good one.